Our adventure begins. A trip to Durham to pick up an EV. A Nissan Leaf bought off eBay for 1495 from Kinghorn Autos, an EV specialist based in Durham. These are a few of the shops from the eBay ad. We arrived at Victoria Station, a short walk from Piccadilly, after arriving in Manchester. Just waiting for the train to arrive to our eventual destination in Durham. A very honest appraisal of the vehicle we're about to pick up. It does have a dent on every panel, but it does drive brilliantly, and the service history is like a brick. Yeah, great. I wouldn't call our progress rapid, but it was certainly comfortable and easy. With no change of train, we took the direct route from Victoria all the way through past Darlington to Durham.
With regard to ticket inspection, we've been joined by a fantastic member of our revenue protection team at York there. The full ticket check will now take place. I do apologise if you've already had your ticket scanned and checked, but a full ticket check will now take place.
Upon arrival in Durham, George from Kinghorn EVs was kind enough to pick us up in a much newer Nissan Leaf and take us to the unit where the car was. It was exactly as described. The handover was faultless. Had a good look around the workshop. It was really interesting and informative. And then we set on our merry way, which comes up in a moment. Here's a shot of the car. What can I say? Accurate description, and here we go on our journey again. And the brake's the only thing that's on, so across and drive, across the eco, and then it should just be a kick. Oh, we creep. Oh, you creep. I didn't know you crept. Okay. Did you notice which way we came?
What map's on in a bit?
71 miles. I think we need maps on.
Oh.
Regenning on 2 at the moment, coming downhill. We're on 97% already now. I've got my foot off the accelerator, so it's full regen now. 3.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto A167.
What time did we set off?
Set off at 5 to
3:16, that wrong.
Set off at 5 to 2. Do a nice little pan.
Show them me trees. We've got trees up there. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oopsie. 57. Say cheese.
Cheese. Cheese, Granny.
Cheese, grommet. It's quite roomy, to be fair.
So quiet. Warning. Low battery, 13 miles range left. Luckily,
Junction 15, take the A61 exit to Rickman First.
we're less than 6 miles to charge point. Orbit's crossed. Arrival at our first charge point imminent. This did give me some, what appears to be later, misguided confidence in my ability to find chargers,
So we're in Ripon,
especially ones that work.
for our first charge stop, hopefully. Shows Chadamo's here, so fingers crossed.
We are but fast charge virgins.
Poggers.
So, during our first and what would soon to become our only successful charge of the journey, we had a look around at the car itself. It was performing brilliantly. It's comfortable, quiet, refined ride, nippy here and there. Yeah, it's no looker, but at the end of the day, it does what it says on the tin. It was lovely to drive, extremely comfortable, and a change from EV quadricycles I've driven in the past, such as the Ami and the Riva G-Wiz I had in 2015. The noise in the background is from some works that were being done in the car park whilst we charged. Still maintain the car was faultless in its performance. I have mentioned this was the only successful charge we had. We had 124 miles to go, and 93 miles into the journey at Halifax we came unstuck. More of that later. Small victories. Here's our first successful charge. So here's the Instavolt. We've got, excuse the clock, that's completely wrong. No, charge 53 I think it says. We're in eco, so yeah. Anywho, right, yeah, here we go. Go and get some lunch on the way. The scenery was very pleasant en route. We were on our way into Bradford at this point, just for a spot of lunch. We'd not really eaten since the morning. The irony of this is that there was a charge point opposite the Burger King we stopped at, which was, yeah.
Bradford.
Jeez, got it.
Your destination is on the left.
So my reasoning was that we had 20 odd miles left on it, and I think it was only 10 and a bit to Halifax, that we'd get there and use the chargers there to just do one more stop. In hindsight, which is a brilliant thing, a top-up charge when we stopped for burgers would have been a much, much better thing to do. On arrival in Halifax, we came a bit unstuck, shall we say. Despite 4 charge sites showing on the map, we were unsuccessful in any charges we got there. Note to self, how many charges in Bradford in comparison to Halifax? Really? You carried on? You fool.
How many miles left?
Oh, jeez. 7.
7, and we've got 4 and a bit to go.
So, due to my miscalculating in terms of how many chargers might be working, and my bank card being set to a £30 contactless, which possibly may have contributed to at least one of the chargers rejecting us, the adventure into Halifax came to a rather abrupt and unpleasant end, where we didn't successfully charge anywhere. And eventually both my phone, JJC's phone, and the car completely ran out of battery. So, yeah, our first journey in an EV, an adventure that was very pleasant at first, and with one successful rapid charge and a bit of misguided confidence. I mean, I'd planned this for weeks on end. I was going to do every 40 miles, and I should have stuck to it. But with the first charge being so successful, I failed in my mission. The upshot being that, as you've seen there or read, we were dropped off at 3:30 in the morning on Wednesday after breaking down around 9 PM in Halifax. So I contacted George at Kinghorn, and he said doing a trickle charge on a battery would be a good way to revive it. And once the 12 volt was in, best case scenario, it'd clear any faults it had recorded whilst dying, and the car would charge successfully. Incidentally, the wheels were locked in park, and the charge port was locked shut when the battery died. which wasn't great. But here you can see the revival of that battery, which I'm quite pleased with. I got this testing kit just to give me some reassurance I wasn't putting a dead battery back in the car, and just trying and hoping. So we're on to Thursday morning now, and I've got the charge port open, 12-volt batteries in. Managed to put an extension cable, it's quite a heavy duty one, through the kitchen window and charge it where it was placed, shall we say, by the kind breakdown guy who couldn't get it half on the curb because it would have warped his bed. Yeah, charged, here it is, success. Shortly after this, I put the car on the drive after an hour's charge, showing 11 miles on the dashboard, and charged it to full health, and I can honestly say it recovered magnificently. I've been driving it every day since. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. There's a review of the Nissan Leaf coming up. This was just the beginning. Thanks again. Bye.